Okay, to start off with, unfortunately this isn't going to be the best angles, etc., because my tripod is broken and it keeps moving and shifting and wobbling. But this is an unboxing for Welcome Block. What Welcome Block is if you've heard of Nerd Block, Arcade Block, or Horror Block, they're a monthly box you get, and they have various items on that theme, such as nerdy things, things to do with video games if it's Arcade Block, or things to do with the horror genre, such as horror movies and Horror Block. And it's not a lucky dip, it's not random for everybody. They select a certain selection out each month, and that box, everybody gets the same thing. So it's better than a lucky dip. It's not like that. And when you subscribe to one of their boxes for the first time, you get a welcome block. And it's not really, if you subscribe to Horror Block, it's not going to be horror themed, it's more a free nerd block, except it's a little bit cheaper than that because it is free. It doesn't have the t-shirt in it, and I think you always get a t-shirt in nerd block, and you do in horror block. But still, it's a little thank you for joining, and you get a few freebies, which is good. Mostly, I have looked in this box, I have cheated and unboxed it already, but most of the stuff in this, I will say, isn't really representative of the product itself, because you get cheaper stuff in this, you get better quality things in the real blocks that you pay for. But it does come with a nice figure, a Titan vinyl figure, which is worth it just for that alone, especially if you get one on a theme you like. So if you like Doctor Who and you get Doctor Who one, it's worth it. Plus you're technically not paying for this block, it's free the first time you subscribe to one of the other boxes. So if you get one of those vinyl figures you like, it's worth it just for that particular item, if you see what I mean, which is the case in this, and you'll see why. I might have to keep stopping and moving the camera, but we'll see how things go here. On the inside, it says enjoy these 3 bonus goodies. Now what does it have inside? Like I said, I've already unboxed it, so this is interesting here. This is a keyring. It's hard to see because it's black in this light, but it's a thumbstick, like a joystick on an old arcade machine. And it's not just a joystick as a keyring, it's usable. If you have a tablet or a smartphone with a touchscreen, you can overlap this and stick it on the touchscreen, overlap it on your thumbstick control, your virtual thumbstick control in the game, and actually use it as a little joystick, which is quite a neat idea. I'm not sure if you can see from the back of the box. I'm doing this quite blind, unfortunately, because of how I have to position the camera. There is a little picture on the back showing what it does. But unfortunately, this here, I actually didn't know what it was at first. If I take it out, I think I know what it is. It's an exclusive item just for Nerd Block. I don't think you can buy it separately, at least not this exact one. So let's see, here it is. It's almost like a bracelet, but it won't fit on your wrist unless you're maybe a kid. And you snap it about, change shapes, and it clicks. Like that. And I thought, well, what's the point of that? Well, I noticed on the index of what you get in the box, it does say it's for stress. So you use it like one of those squeeze balls, those balls you get that you squeeze in the palm of your hand to relieve stress. You can do that sort of thing with this. You play with it to distract yourself. If you're feeling stress, you can sort of bend it in all sorts of positions or just squeeze it. It's actually an interesting little thing. There is a little manual here. It basically just sort of says welcome to our family, and it shows what boxes you can get. In this packet I already opened, it says cut the rope. And I'm not going to go into too much detail, but cut the rope is a little casual game on smartphones and tablets where you've got this little green creature and you swing this thing on the rope and try to get like the candy or whatever into this creature's mouth. Basically, that's the general idea. And inside are minifigures, so you get a minifigure of that green creature. I'm not sure if I'm focused because I'm doing this blind. Hopefully you can see it well enough. Like I say, I am doing this blind. Then there is a snail creature figure, and then you have lastly, in that packet, you have this little candy, and it's another minifigure. It's not a real candy, but it's shaped like a candy, and this is another object from that game. So if you know the game, you'll probably find it neater than if you don't. Before we get to the main, lastly in the box, before we get to the main item, is this Groot. It's a fridge magnet from Guardians of the Galaxy. I hope I'm focused. From Guardians of the Galaxy, Groot character fridge magnet. You just stick it onto something like a fridge. It's not necessary for fridges, but you know what I mean, it's a magnet. Now I'm going to go over to the next item, which is the main thing you get, and I think you do get each time. It won't be the same products each month. If you subscribe, say, in November 2015, you'll probably get different items than I got. But this is what you get in the current box, welcome block. And I'll go on now to show you what the very last thing in the box is, which I consider the main item. Okay, I'm not sure how well you can see this because it is still in its box, and I am having camera angle trouble. But this is a vinyl figure by a company called Titans, which, if you heard of those figures by Funko, another company that sometimes they include products from in these block box, then you probably know what this is. It's a 4.5-inch figure, and this time it's from Doctor Who, the sci-fi TV series Doctor Who. It's the 10th Doctor, played by David Tennant. Now, if you hate Doctor Who or don't even know what it is, don't worry. You're not necessarily going to get this one. I was very lucky because I am a Doctor Who fan, so this is great match really for me. But I believe last month, people who were new subscribers and they got this welcome block, it actually had a character from the Breaking Bad series. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Sal. I don't really watch it. I've only seen a few episodes. So if you really don't like Doctor Who and you really like Breaking Bad, you might get lucky, and the month you start subscribing, it might be hit one of those characters. Or if you like Doctor Who, you might get lucky like I did and get a Doctor Who figure, or TARDIS, or Monster, or whatever. So it depends when you subscribe what's in this box. This is a 4.5-inch vinyl figure. On the top of the box, it has a sticker saying Nerd Block exclusive. And I might not be right in saying this, but I think sometimes these Titans are repainted. They have basically custom paint jobs for it being included with Nerd Block or Horror Block or whatever. So I've looked this figure up on the website of titanmerchandise.com, and I cannot find this exact one. I can find the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, wearing the same sort of clothes, but what I've noticed is all of the ones you can buy from their site do not have his glasses. Sometimes the 10th Doctor wore glasses and sometimes he didn't. And other versions of Doctor, such as the 9th Doctor, 11th Doctor in the series, don't tend to wear glasses, but he did. So in this Nerd Block exclusive, he seems to have his pair of glasses on, whereas if you go to their website, I don't see any for sale with his glasses on. So that seems to be the exclusive part with this particular figure. He has a different item of a different accessory on, which is quite neat. The other difference is I think these seem to be smaller than the ones you actually buy separately. This is 4.5 inches. The ones on the website seem to be 6.5 inches. But if you like Doctor Who and you subscribe to Horror Block or Nerd Block or Arcade Block or whatever this month, you might get lucky and actually get a Doctor Who figure. But if you subscribe another time and you're a Doctor Who fan, you might not get lucky. You might get Buffy the Vampire Slayer or whatever. But it seems like from watching YouTube videos of other people who've had this box in other months, it does seem like you do tend to get a vinyl figure, which is good. It's worth getting the welcome block just for the vinyl figure, especially if it's some of a topic you really like or a TV show you really like Doctor Who. You're a Doctor Who fan and you get lucky and get that. So definitely the welcome blocks are worth it because they're free when you're a new subscriber to one of the other boxes, and you might get lucky and at least get one good quality figure. And how much is that worth? I'm not actually sure. I didn't look too much into pricing of buying them, plus they were bigger anyway, so that would vary. But I would say that this figure alone is probably worth about $10. And for the horror block itself, you're paying with international postage about £21. In the US, it's $20 or $19.99, but I don't know what US postage or Canadian postage is. But to buy Horror Block in the UK and get it sent from Canada, which is where they're based out of, is about $21.50. So if you're a new subscriber, you get that block for that money, plus this welcome block, which may have at least one item that's worth $10 in it minimum. I would say $10 minimum. So that is what a welcome block is. It's a free block you get the first time you subscribe to Horror Block or Nerd Block or Arcade Block. So I hope this has been useful for you to watch, to figure out what it is, and if you want to subscribe to the other boxes. By the time you watch this video, I should have a video up on this same YouTube channel of the August/September Horror Block. I subscribed to Horror Block, and I will have an unboxing of Horror Block on my channel by the time you see this video. Let's just, before we go, see if you can get a better view of him. Unfortunately, I've left him in his package for now, so I'm not sure how well you can see through the plastic covering there. But he's 4.5 inches, and unlike the ones that seem to be on his website, on the website of Titan merchandise, he seems to be exclusive as he has glasses, if nothing else. It says there's 4 possible ones to get of these. I don't know if that means to buy as well or random in these welcome blocks, but there's also the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, a Weeping Angel, which is a monster, and a TARDIS. So thanks for watching. Please like and share this video, and if you could do me a favour and subscribe to the channel, because hopefully I'll have more of these unboxings and various other bits and bobs of videos coming soon. Thanks.